you know how everybody think Canada is a good place?
Great place.
Canada's really not a good place out there. They got some sickos too, just like America,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
All right, so basically, I'm gonna tell you, there was a story, and I think it was like 2015, whatever. There was a guy. Let's say his name was Brian, right? His name is Brian. I'm not gonna say his name. So Brian was going to college, going to university, and Brian flunks out, and he didn't want to tell his parents that. Okay. So the only way he could do that, because he was broke, so he decided to rob banks. So what he did was he literally would just go to a local bank. Mm-hmm. He would dress up. He dressed up like he got beat up or whatever. And he was like, he gave her a note like, yo, I got a gun in the sling. Like, give me all the money in your register. Came up $1,200, but he kept doing it. And he was able to get like 30 bands. So he out here just robbing local small banks, whatever. Getting away with it? Getting away because they said they found his fingerprints, but he's not in the system. So like they got to wait for him. So they ended up catching him. And they put him. They put him on trial, and they were like, a lot of his friends and family sent in letters saying like, "Oh, he's just a good guy. Like, this is not really him. Just help him out, whatever." Right. So instead of getting like 10 years, 15, he got 4 years, and he got out in 2 years for good behavior. He got on parole. So then he decides he finds a girl. Right. So he finds a girl and fell in love with this girl, and then he's going back to school trying to get his degree, and then he marries this girl. But then he gets a job. I think he drops out of school again because he can't do it no more. And he gets an offer from the university, from like a big tech company for a job. And he told his parents, he told his girlfriend like, yeah, I'm about to be good. Yeah. And he even tell them that he dropped out of school. He just said like, yeah, I just graduated already. And they was like, whatever. Like, why didn't you invite me to your graduation? Yeah. But they was like, okay, whatever. He got a job. But the job seen that he was a criminal. So they was like, we can't hire you, this, that, and third. So now he just dropped out of school. He lied to his wife or his fiance. He lied to his parents, and he got no money. So he's basically he asked his mom, he's like, Mom, and I think his dad dies after that. So like he's asking his mom, he's like, Mom, can you just give me some money for like, just for now, just so I can like keep this lie going? He's like, nah, like his mom's like, nah, like go get a job or like you have to tell your wife or I'm going to tell her. He's like, nah. So he goes on a plot to kill his mom. So then he can't buy a gun because he's a criminal. So he buys a crossbow online.
You can buy it on Amazon.
Yes, he bought a crossbow. So he's basically waiting at his mom's house, just waiting for her to show up. And she shows up, and he don't know how to load he can't, it's kind of hard to load the crossbow. So he's freaking loading the crossbow, but because he didn't realize like she came a little early. So instead of loading the crossbow, he's like, F it. He took the thing, stabbed her, killed his mom. Boom, mom dead. And then his brother comes in. He's like, yo, what's going on? This, that, and third. Like, I heard screaming. He's like, yo, what'd you do? He loads the crossbow, blicks his brother dead. And then his other brother comes in. He comes in afterwards looking for like, cause I guess they heard like he was just trying to pick up some stuff. So now he's plotting on killing his brother. So he got two bodies in the crib just waiting. So now he's waiting behind the door of the front door, waiting for his brother to walk in. His brother walks in. He stabs his brother in the neck, but his brother's still alive. So he's trying to fight him back. This and that third. He fights him back. And then his other brother, who was upstairs sleeping, wakes up and comes down to see him stabbing his brother in the neck. And now the guy's like, oh, I just seen you. Now you gotta die. Now he's running after his brother, trying to kill him, while his other brother is screaming for help.
Brothers, you got 4?
Yeah, he had 4. He had 3 brothers. So now his other brother is crawling in the middle of the street trying to get some help. The neighbors here call the cops, and his other brother, his youngest brother, manages to get away. So he lives. His other brother just died in the middle of the street. And then the cops come arrest this man, and he's just basically saying like, yeah, like I just killed them because I didn't want them to tell my secret. So I'm like, yo, what type of like
women make guys do some crazy shit?
I'm like, bro, you could have just told her, should have been good.
Damn.
I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like, damn. I'm like, bro,
why would you do that?
I always thought Canada was such a nice place.
No, it is nice, bro.
It's very nice. You know,
it's not better than America.
At this point, it might look like it,
right, brother.
It might be a little better.